Hey, okay, so let's talk tarot this morning. So I just broke open the deck, and this is what I got. The Tower. So Grunge deck, Grunge Tarot, this is where we are right now. I've actually been getting a real Fight Club vibe lately. Like this feeling, I mean, that's where we are. Like corporations, we have got to break some of this apart. And it's going to take all of us. And there's going to be a lot of people that are just like, no. Okay, so I'm reading something right now about the premonition before COVID. And it's actually called The Premonition by Michael Lewis. And I also just posted on my story, there is always a harbinger. There is always something that comes before the big thing that's coming. So the thing that I'm seeing is that, I've got the tower, I'm moving it all around, sorry, but we are in a point that you do not have to believe in disease. You do not have to believe in poverty. You don't have to believe in something for it to be true and for it to 100% affect you, your family, your life, your well-being, the outcomes, okay? So believe it or not, things are real. And that's this card. I've been talking about pick your side. The sides have been chosen. There's no more, like, if you picked, and you picked it a long time ago also, I'll tell you that. So now it's time for the towers to fall. And a lot of towers fell last year. We're moving into a very different time. Like, these towers are going to be the ones that fall, that we literally, everything gets cleared away, and then we're going to build under what fell. So there's some other things that I've seen for a long time coming, and that is this breaking apart of this area, meaning this country, into territories. This breaking apart, and like some areas go, and this is all over the world. This is not just the US, but I'm speaking of the US because that's what these premonitions were about, our area. So parts of the entire world go down, other parts come up. These are big, major earthquakes, okay? Someone asked me about Florida yesterday, and she was like, oh, I think it's going to be all underwater, right? That's not what it looks like. It looks like where Florida is actually part of an area that comes up. And so I'm talking about like full mountain ranges coming up from under the ocean, whole areas falling down. That's what has to happen. Like, you can't have one thing come up without something else going down in another place, and vice versa. You can't have something go down without something else coming up. So this is the other card that I pulled, which is the Nine of Pentacles. This is this is a craftsmanship card. This is your passion pulling you forward. This is not a money card in this reading. This is like literally boots on the ground. This is everybody pitching in, bringing your talent, bringing your skill, and just everyone moving everyone else forward. I spent some time out in Sandy Creek a couple of nights ago, and that area was decimated by a flood. They are still working. There are places that are already doing the work, while other people are just going along with their lives as if nothing has happened. But we are going to see more of this, and we're going to need more of this. So if you are not already working on a team, if you don't already have a group of people that you are engaged with, like what I'm seeing is like a tapestry. If you're not woven into something yet, get stitched in, because we need you. We need you. Everybody matters. And sides have already been chosen. So the other thing I want to say about that is people can change their minds. We all have free will. Free will has been coming up a lot lately. And so, this idea, I've been listening to this podcast about, it's called Colton, Connecticut. And it's, again, like these harbingers show up before the next major shift. And so, I'm going to have more to talk about this later because I know that these videos get long, but just remember that things have been falling apart. We've been watching school districts fall apart. We've been watching, there's something else, the churches, a lot of churches, we are seeing people leave because the internet exists. We are able to see what's happening in other places. And so that now we're kind of all these years later seeing the real reason that the internet exists, which is to share information. There are me's everywhere. There are people that are talking to people everywhere. That's how things start to come up and get built. These networks exist everywhere. I am not the only one. So if you like what I talk about, if you like adhere something in your mind, in your right brain, hears this and is like, this feels right to me, then maybe I'm the person that you're meant to hear from. But if it's not the case, keep your ears and eyes open because the voice you are meant to listen to, the person that is speaking what you connect to exists. And we're seeing that this is not in these big, ridiculously huge houses of power, of wealth, of coercion. These things are happening in homes. These things are happening like literally in places where it's not about money. Things are free. So take what you're being shown in the way that you're being shown, connecting with like this part of your brain, and keep moving forward because this is real and it's time. Okay. Bye, guys.